So here we are again. Alright. And I've already gone ahead and loosened the nuts on the wheel. Alright. And then what you gotta do is take this little cap off right here. Okay. And that is going to access your axle nut. Alright. And what you need is, I don't know if you can see that or not, but a 1 1/4 inch or 32 millimeter socket, as well as a good long handle or brake bar to attach to it. You know, it's 199 pounds of torque on that nut right there, so it's going to take a little bit of force to loosen it up, especially if you live in New York like I do. And as you can see, there's some rust that has started building up on there, so it's going to take a little bit to get that off. I'll be back in a little bit after I get the wheel off. Alright, so we're back again, and what we're doing right now is, as you can see, I got the tire off, and we're going to take the caliper and the rotor off. As you can see, I did not completely take off the axle nut. I left that on there just to keep things all in place for the time being. One thing that you are going to want is a bungee cord to hold up your caliper. You can just hang it from up on your spring here, wrap it around, and that way it's not hanging off of your flex line here for your brake line, and you don't end up damaging or cracking that in the process. Now to take off your caliper, on the back side here, I don't know how well you can see, but there is two 15 millimeter bolts. Alright, you just slide those right out. I've already pre-loosened those, so save some time for you watching the video. Now, and I'll finish getting that off, and once you get that off, as you can see, the rotor should slide right off. If not, just give it a little tap, or you have these screws that you can screw in, and it'll actually pull off. There's two of them, so that it pulls off evenly. Yeah, I'll be back again in a couple minutes. Alright, so we have, as you can see, I have the caliper hanging right there from off of the spring, and it's just sitting there, and the flex line's not pinched or anything. I finished taking off the axle nut, and I have started taking off the nut for the tie rod end here, and that is also a 15 millimeter, same as what the bolts are for your caliper. So from here we are going to be getting back behind. Okay, you have your one nut right here, okay, that holds your assembly to your strut. Okay, so you need to take that off, and that, I believe, is an 18 mil. I will double check on that and let you know. And then down here, where your rocker arm attaches, your ball joint here, you're going to need a T47 on this side and a 15 millimeter on this side at the same time, because the T47 Torx bit holds the bolt while you unscrew the nut on this side right here. Okay, and then you gotta drop your ball joint down, which if you have a puller that would work, or a fork to separate that. But in the meantime, I am going to try and pop my tie rod end out. Typically, if you just give this a quick little tap, it'll just pop right down and fall. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll be back to you once again.